And we're live as with the tradition of the channel. Welcome to the channel, Taking a Bathroom. The bathroom is the only place where you can play with your gadgets in peace. On this channel, we do product reviews and also some tutorials. If you want to support the channel, only thing you have to do is go to your web browser and type in www.themanwhosetthemselfonfire.com and get my ebook. All right, guys. So let me go ahead and check out YouTube. Make sure that I'm live. Whenever I use StreamYard, you know, I always want to make sure that I am live and hit that thumbs up so YouTube can send out the notifications to other people, letting them know that I am live. All right. So let's go right there and see if we're live. And yes, we are live, guys. We're live on YouTube right there. So let's give it time for people to come in. Lil Monty, what's up? How you doing? Outlaw, how you doing? Guys, come to the chat. I'm fresh back from vacation. I dropped 2 videos back to back yesterday, guys. If you haven't seen the Angelo, what's up? Brian Jones, what's up? John, what's up? Daryl, what's up? If you haven't seen the video of my vacation, guys, go ahead and check it out. One of the things I said in the video is that everyone, in my opinion, should put themselves in a position to where they're able to take a vacation. Now, I know that a lot of you might not be in that position in life. It is hard work. Yes, 24,000 subs. Well, you know, it takes hard work to get there. But I think you need it, and I know you can do it, because at one point in life, I felt like I couldn't do it. And we've been doing this vacation for 8 years. And you see, man, it's like 26 of us. Every year, it ranges between 23 to 26. Sometimes 1 or 2 people can't come. But we've been doing this as a family for 8 years. Last year, we went to Cozumel on a cruise. The year before, we went to Disneyland. Like 8 years, we just pick a place and we travel. This year, this upcoming year, we already started our planning. We're supposed to be going to the Bahamas. So we're gonna do a day in Miami, and then we'll go to the Bahamas. So take a cruise. So yeah, guys, it's possible to do this. And what's up, Keith? Thank you, Keith. It's possible for you to do it. Now, I titled the video, I spend $13K on my vacation. All right. So I spent $13,000 on my vacation. Now, how was I able to spend $13,000 with 8 kids, 2 of them in college, a mortgage, 3 vehicles, stuff like that? I'm not wealthy. I'm not rich yet. Right. So how do we do this? Well, we start paying for, boom, you just got home from this vacation. Start paying for the next vacation. And this is where it's going to tie into these internet plans. I'm going to tell you guys the changes with the internet plan, so please bear with me. We start paying for it. The key is to find an alternative income. I tell you guys all the time, you have to have multiple lines of income. So the key is to find an alternative income. Hey, Miss Frankie Sharon. So one of the things I do is that I go ahead and I search out different ways I can make money. That way it's not coming out of my main income. It's not coming out of my bills, right? That's how I do it, man. That's how we go on vacation. That's how I can go ahead and take that $13,000 and put it towards vacation. The total trip and expensive was somewhere. What's up, Lucky Lens Entertainment? What's up, Bama fan? The total trip was somewhere what I would deposit, and then what I had to send in initially is like 8,000, and then the rest come from like eating, shopping, rental car expenses. So it's a little over $13,000 for the whole vacation. Sound like a lot of money, but when you follow these steps, it's not. And prior to the vacation, my wife, Lincoln Navigator, the engine seized up or whatever, it broke, and she needed a new car. So prior to the vacation, I had to go and put $3,000 down to get her a brand new vehicle so she could get back and forth to work. Then I still had that vacation, right? And then, like most people out there, funny things going on with my job. So my paper ain't coming in from my job, my full-time job. So I told you guys months ago when COVID first hit, go ahead, get you some streaming devices. Start setting them things up, man. Start setting them things up. Start selling those things because a lot of people's going to be at home. Thank you for the super chat, Top Cat Electronics. A lot of people's going to be at home and they're going to be looking for entertainment. And boom, it took off just like that. So I got a lot of IPTV companies start hitting me up. Hey, Tech, let me get a review. Let me get a review. And if you're an IPTV company, all you got to do is just look in the description of the video and email me at techinthebathroom@gmail.com. We'll be happy to see about doing a review for you. So I was getting income from my Fire Stick sales. I was getting income from the unlimited internet, and I'm gonna share with you again the changes that's coming. I was getting income from Google ads from YouTube, which is not a lot of money, right? That's not a lot of money, but it adds up at the end of the day. Multiple lines of income, video editing and stuff like that. I tell you guys these things in the videos I produce. I tell you guys, say use this. I literally have videos showing you guys how you can do it. And it can be frustrating. You might make $50. You might make $100. But if you stay with it over time, it started adding up. And so at the end of the year, I had $3,000 to put down on a new vehicle for my wife. And I had, $13,000 plus to go on vacation, right? And then we come back and all the bills are paid. We're not overextended or whatever. It did get hairy at times along this process. Not being unsure, not knowing what's going on in my job, not knowing what's going on with COVID and stuff like that. My wife is a nurse. She works in a health field. So it was a big hectic, but multiple lines of income, guys, we was able to make it. A lot of people to get up here trolls and to be like, oh, what you trying to sell? Are you lying or whatever? I don't know. Someone in the chat that have any of these programs that I sold or involved with anything IPTV or anything that I introduce you to, if you making money, put a one in the chat. I'm telling you, I call them students. I'm telling you, I have students that's making $6 grand, $8 grand, $32 grand. I got IPTV resellers who I do reviews for making $96,000 a month. Money is out there, people. Money is out there. So, Rob, what's up, Rob? The new method, the game changer, just got on the chat. We're talking about tech. Daryl, man, thank you for the $100 super chat. Appreciate you, my brother. Thank you for the $100 super chat, man. Thank you for that. What's up? So yeah, I just wanted to get that ramble out there again. Top Cat, thank you for the super chat. I wanted to get that ramble out there to tell you guys that it is possible for you to make money. Now let's talk about the changes that's coming to the internet method. What do I tell you guys always? I tell you guys all the time, you got to catch the next wave. Why? Things are continually moving. I have a video showing you guys how I do late night research, and basically I just bring you into my computer, share my screen, and show you how I research things. Wherever you are involved in, remember this. Whatever you are involved in, remember that nothing is permanent. Even if it may seem that it's permanent, nothing is permanent. That's why you got to have multiple lines of income. If you are a reseller for IPTV service, the IPTV service go down, hey, have a plan in place to where if you're starting to get chargebacks or whatever, you got another line of income, right? That's just my advice to you, that you have multiple lines of income because nothing is permanent. Now, I was able to, by doing these videos, y'all know how many Hotspot videos I got, doing these videos, helping people make money, I was able to cultivate some relationships. So when AT&T had that plan, that $35 unlimited plan, when they did away with it and they grandfathered people in, I told you guys that don't allow your customers to abuse it. They caught on to the changing of the IME number and putting the SIM card that was meant for a tablet, putting it into a hotspot, which have been going on for years. So don't think, oh, guys, you did something wrong. The RV community, which is millions of people, they have been doing it for years. But AT&T is famous from changing up their programs. If you don't believe me, if you have an AT&T phone, how many times have they changed their programming, right? And when I mean program, I mean like their plans and stuff like that. They're famous for changing their plans. Why? Because it's market based. They want to see, am I making money off of this? What are my competitors doing? And it fluctuates. So you got to ingrain yourself into that system and see what's going on. and hopefully you can get grandfathered in. Now, I was able to connect with some people that had a contract, and they call themselves the Blue Label, and they got a panel. The old method was spreadsheets. You know, you had to do a spreadsheet, put in the due dates, it come off our credit card. We got to make sure that people pay out whatever they get renewed or whatever. And I showed you guys exactly how you do that. It was working beautiful. It was some work, but it was working beautiful for a lot of people. But then we got a panel when the only thing you had to do is put in the IMEI number and put in the SIM card number and some basic information of your client, and you can buy your credits from the panel. And basically, like an IPTV panel, you shut people on, turn people on, I meant to say, and shut people off directly from the panel. That what I've been doing. When I introduced this to you guys, some of you was like, well, $75 a credit is a bit steep, right? And that's if you was a customer, a regular customer, you wanted the 400 gigs of streaming and virtually unlimited browsing, right? If you wanted that, it was $75 a credit. If you was a reseller, it was $65 a credit. So a lot of you was like, hey, look, that's too high. I was charging people $50. I was charging people $40. People not going to go for that. So a lot of you, and it's $175 for the panel. So a lot of people was like, I'm not touching it. Well, what happened? AT&T started canceling those grandfather plans. Hey, you got the SIM card in this hotspot, started cutting people off. Now you got 300, 100 customers, 500 customers that's without internet. So a lot of you guys came over to me, got the panel, and started doing well for yourself. Remember, it's all about supply and demand. If there's nothing else out there, then people have to pay. I'm going to say it again. It's about supply and demand. If there's nothing else out there, people have to pay. Don't allow people to dictate your prices. You got to say, how much is it worth it to me? So if I'm paying $65 a credit to tech or to this Blue Label company, how much can I sell it for? If I was selling unlimited internet to people for $50, right? And now I got to pay $60 for one credit, man, I got to pay $100. $100. You know, that's just an example of how I would do it. And if they like, hey, no, I'm not going to do it, well, let them go off. And what's going to happen? They're going to find out that there's nothing else out there. If they try to go to AT&T website and get, you know, where they can't get unlimited, and they try to go get like 50 gigs, they probably be paying $100 and something for 50 gigs when you was offering them 400, you know, and unlimited browsing. The market's going to dictate your price. So I told you guys that. So I'm filibustering. Here's the new changes. AT&T changed their plan. Now this Blue Label company is changing their plan. So if you have a panel, all of your clients are grandfathered in, as long as they don't go over that 400 gigs a month and get their line suspended. What's up, the real? There's 10 in the house. Get that line suspended. What's up, Keith? I'm about to get into the pricing and everything. As long as they don't go over and get that line suspended, they're grandfathered in. You got that panel where you can turn people off. All right, we can reactivate them. That panel is for you. It's forever. You're grandfathered in as long as everyone abide by the rules. If you don't have a panel, you have until July. Well, you have until June 30th. So today is the 23rd. If you have customers and they're being shut off from the old unlimited plan, you want to move them somewhere where you have a panel, you got until June 30th to switch your customers over. $60, $65 a credit, $175 for your panel, then $65 per credit. You get them on that panel, guys. It's so easy. You put in the IME number, you put in the SIM card number, and people ask me what SIM card they use. You can use the AT&T postpaid card, or you can use the H2O card. Make sure that the SIM cards are new. You put in that information, they got the correct address, email, and stuff like that. Boom, you got a panel. You can manage them. That is going to be in place until the 30th. If you don't get in before the 30th, then you're going to be in a position to where those old plans that you had with the old method, eventually all of those are going to be cut off. And you're going to be stuck without the clients. Here's the good news. The good news is that I'm working with the same company to get truly unlimited. Remember, this is 400 gigs with the panel, 400 gigs with the panel, and basically unlimited browsing. I'm working with the company to get a truly unlimited plan. Here's the catch. The catch was that they was told that it might be capped at 15 megabytes per second. But that's what they was told. Our testing have told us different. So that's people that's getting 200, people that's getting 50. So our testing has told us different. And you guys know that I like to test, every product for at least a month or two before I put it out there. So they've been testing. I haven't tested, but I trust the people that have been testing it. I'm going to get my first one in July when it rolls out. Then I'm going to test it. And then, of course, I'm going to present it to you guys. Now, the prices will remain the same, $65, unless they can get it cheaper. If they can get it cheaper, then my price is going to be cheaper. Because remember, I got to buy from them, then sell to you. I'm going to say it again, people. I got to buy from them, then sell it to you. A lot of you guys be out there, and y'all be trying to be like with tech. Man, just get it, hook me up. Man, it makes no sense for me to take time out of my day to do a transaction for you. Let me teach you something about business. If I'm not part of your business and you ask me to do something that benefit your business, that's called consulting. Consultants get paid consulting fees. Consulting fees are higher than what you will pay a normal employee because they don't have the benefits that your company offer, right? That's why they are a consultant. They got their own L.L.C or whatever. They got their own tax brackets or whatever. They got bills that they have to pay. So any transaction that I do on the behalf of another company, I'm consulting you. That's going to be a consulting fee. I can't make money if I'm spending my whole day making transactions on your behalf and I'm not making a profit. The same thing with you. You wouldn't sell your customers a product for the same price that you got it for. That's business, people. I think the thing that kind of hinders our community is that not everyone, but a lot of us don't understand basic business practices. Now, I'm going to repeat it. You got into June the 30th. If you want the panel, you want to switch your companies over, you got into June the 30th. Once you get in, they're grandfathered in. After that, we're working on True Unlimited, $65. I should be getting mine. I'm in negotiation with the guy. Excuse me. I should be getting mine in July. Hopefully, it's the first week of July. They've been testing it, so I'm not going to spend a month of testing it. Of course, I'm going to test mine out that I have, but as soon as I get it, I'm going to make it available to you. That product will not have a panel. That product would be like the old way. You're going to have a spreadsheet and all of that and put people in. If something changed, you'll be the first one to know. You got to catch the wave, guys. You got to catch the wave. Now, let me talk about internet. Some of you are in places to where people have access to broadband internet. This is what I recommend to you, to those that have, what's up, Anthony? To those of you that have trouble selling hotspots in your area. Find the market. Go to local businesses, right? There's companies out there that they're not big companies, but they might have 6-7 employees that need hotspots for presentations. Nonprofits, you can sell it to nonprofits. If they go and they get Spectrum or whoever in the area, they're going to get paid. They're going to get charged commercial prices. You can beat that commercial price. Plus, you can sell it to them as that it's you can sell it to them as this device is portable. You can bring this device and do your presentation. I'm in the corporate world, guys. I go around doing presentations all the time and PowerPoints and stuff. One of the worst feelings is to get somewhere and you have a PowerPoint with a YouTube video in it. And when you get to that YouTube video embedded in your PowerPoint, there's no internet in the place where you're doing the presentation. That's how you sell it to people that's in the area that have it ready available. Another thing too is basic research, guys. Alabama, Mississippi, Tennessee. There's places, guys. If the coronavirus haven't taught you anything, it taught you that there's a lot of people that's probably in your community or surrounding areas in your community that don't have access to broadband. How do I know that? Look at the statistics of all the people that's not able to do Zoom. Look at the statistics of all the kids that's not able to do virtual classrooms, right? They need internet. Find that market, guys, and sell the heck out of it. I guarantee you'll go from 10 clients to 1,000 clients overnight if you advertising to the right people. This product sells itself. Brian says, is the signal strong enough to stream IPTV? Good question. This is what I tell people. I tell people with this particular product and previous products. I had someone call me the other day that was like, hey, look, y'all know I do a bundle package. You buy from me, you get IPTV and you get internet. Say, hey, look, man, I want to get your internet and I want to get your cable and your internet. And one of the things I told them was that, all right, are you located close to AT&T Tower? Some people don't know or whatever. Here's the thing. I need you to open up your browser on your phone. If you have an AT&T phone, turn off the Wi-Fi. I need you to go to fast.com. If you're getting 15 or higher, it's going to stream internet. All right. I mean, it's going to stream cable on that internet. If you don't have AT&T phone, then, get a friend or a family member phone and do it on, use their phone to do that test in the area where you're going to watch TV or whatever. Simple. They do that and they're like, yeah, look, I'm getting 15 or whatever. I tell them, do a test in the morning, a test in midday, and a test at night if you could. If you only could do a test one time, do a test around 1 or 3 o'clock in the evening, where you can see when there's high congestion and you can see what your speed's going to be. Now, me personally, I'm getting 50. I'm late at night, I might be getting 90, right? When it's real congested, I'm getting like 20. Okay. On average, I'm getting 30, 40, 50, which is more than enough to stream IPTV. Now, with the 400 gig plans of streaming, I would recommend that you stream low resolution. I recommend that you keep up with what you're streaming and how you're watching it, because if you go over 400 gigs, they're going to suspend your account. And if they suspend your account after June the 30th, then you can't get that account back. So yes, you can't watch IPTV, you can't do Netflix, you can't do all of the good streaming stuff off of it. The next plan, again, is going to be truly unlimited. It's not going to have a cap, but you're not going to have that panel. For me, that panel been a lifesaver. That panel have been a lifesaver. Let me see, Lamani, yo, Tech, why don't you start your own with that what I did? Lamani, look, email me. Look, let me put my email up in here. techandbath@gmail.com. I'm ahead of you, brother. I'm ahead of you. And I want to talk to you about some things, because that was exactly what me and my business partner was in the process of doing before COVID. And I actually was soliciting. I have a cousin that does that work, or did that work in the past. He traveled all over the United States and throughout the world, really, Brazil and everything, climbing towers and stuff like that. I'm setting it up. I have equipment from Cambridge. I have all of the equipment that we need. I believe I got the 300 is it the 3000, the 300 EP. So I have that equipment already, guy. I have that equipment already, my guy. Now that's going to be, I'm going to do a pilot phase in my town, and then I'm going to look at expanding into rural areas. So that's the next thing, man. Great minds think alike. Now a lot of you guys don't know what that is we're talking about. Don't worry, you already know, guys. After I do it and I run the tests, you already know I'm gonna do a video on it. So that's basically having your own internet company, not relying on cell towers. It's basically a direct signal from a certain location. And there's a lot of things involved with that. But it's similar to you charging people. Like if you go to a hotel and you pay for internet, they use the same system that's on a lower scale, but they use similar systems with access points and stuff like that. The reason why a lot of people don't like those Swiss is, the hotspots are portable, and people that's in the mountains or whatever, it might be harder for towers and stuff to be built to reach them. That's an assumption that I'm making. That's why a lot of people like the hotspots. That's pretty much it. I want to go back now that I told you guys about what's happening with the hotspots, and if you miss anything, ask the question. Just know June 30th, if you want that panel, you want to transfer your people over, You got to do it before June 30th. That's the hard deadline. If you just want to wait and see how the next plan is going to look, then go ahead and take your chances with that. Me, I love the panel. Even though it's capped off at 400 gigs, I'm the only had 2 people on my panel that ever got suspended. Myself and another gentleman. I went over 405 gigs. I intentionally got suspended because I wanted to see consistently how far to push it. If I'm going to sell a product, I want to push that product. And I basically watch IPTV. I watch 4K videos. I downloaded 4K videos and stuff to my Plex. And in about 2 weeks and a half, I reached that 400, but that's like 24/7, a lot of data or whatever. If you're a moderate user, go ahead. If you're a gamer, go ahead, and say taking a bath, then you're homie. I emailed you, wanted to try and get the internet for a relative of mine. What email address did you send it to? Remember, I was on vacation, so I got like a lot of backlogs in email, and the internet email. If you're a customer, I typically don't answer the customer's email. I have someone that I hired to do that. They do all of my customers. If you a reseller, I deal with the reseller, but they deal with my customers. So if you sent it to the regular customer email, then I have to get with that individual and see if they send your email. All right. But I don't handle that. They handle it. It's just too much. I won't be able to handle all of my customers with the that have a line with me with the internet, and handle the resellers and handle my other businesses. So I was able to get me some affordable labor to handle that for me. So I probably didn't see that email, my friend. Again, hard deadline. You got to do it if you want to switch your customers over. You got to do it before June the 3rd. That panel is a lifesaver. I don't know when the unlimited will be available to the public. I know that I'm getting mines in July. So when it become available, I'm going to make it available to you guys. But in the meantime, if you have customers that's being cut off by the old method, I strongly recommend that you put them on that panel. All right. You put them on that panel. Now you're saying, all right, Tech, why should I put them? Why should I buy that panel and put them on that panel? That panel, you don't have to do spreadsheets and all of that. Once they're on there, just like IPTV panel, it's automated, bro. It clicks, boom. The deadline coming up. Hey, look, pay me. All you got to do is use what we call a top credit. Boom, put that top credit on there. Boom, they extend it out. That's it. You don't have to worry about that coming off your credit card every month and know who's paying and who didn't pay, and somebody, I forgot this person didn't pay, and they harass them or whatever. That panel does that for you. Now, in the event that you get the panel, you get all your customers transferred over to the panel. Okay, you get all your customers transferred to the panel, and then the new product come out. You say, "Hey, I want the new product." You still can take those customers and transition them from that panel to the new product. This way, your customers are never without service. Because what's going to happen is when your customer goes without service, they're going to look to another place. All right. So I hope that makes sense to you guys. It's all good. I'll email you again. Which email address is the best to contact you? What's the best to contact you? If you want to get in touch with me, contact me at techinthebathroom@gmail.com. All right. I brought the Light AP and I brought the Light Beam Gen 2 AC. Oh yeah. Ubiquity. I'm familiar with them. I was looking to go with them. It comes with a free panel for us. I also brought the AirQ ISP for the router. I was gonna go with Ubiquity, but here's the thing: when there's some updates, and we're talking about that WIS again. When it come down to updating your clients, Ubiquity is good if you have a small number of clients, right? So let's say you're just doing it for your neighborhood. Ubiquity is good, but if you got 200 clients or more, you still use Ubiquity. But when there's a new product that come out, they're not as good as Cambridge. Cambridge, a lot of their products, it can be backlogged or backhauled. Well, what I mean by that is that, let's say that if I have if I got a 300 right here, but I got a 200 access point right there, if they come out with another product, right? Like let's just say a EP 400. All right, all of my clients can easily be put on to that access point, right? It'd be compatible with the old systems. Ubiquity, you have to upgrade everyone most of the time, so that's why I didn't go with them. My email is richard@yahoo.com. All right, hold on, let me find the date I sent it. All right, then, yeah, man, find the date that sent it. And just keep in mind that that taking a bathroom, I get like my YouTube questions. Every comment that somebody make on YouTube, it goes to that email. Everyone that have a question about IPTV, IPTV services, reviews, and stuff like that, it goes to that email. I get, believe it or not, I get tons and tons of emails. I'm mainly up, and you guys know this if you follow the channel. I'm mainly up anywhere between 2 to 3 a.m. is where I usually go to bed. Just depends on the workload. And the reason why is because a lot of the product reviews I do, these companies are located in China. And, you know, they usually get in around 11 or 10 o'clock my time. And we enter into negotiation about pricings and items. Most of the time, when I first started off, I would do, you know, just reviews of exchanges, right? So I would, hey, you give me a product and I do the review. That would be the exchange. And then, of course, as the channel grew and as supply and demand and as my time became, you know, more scarce, if the product is not something that I really want, then we enter into negotiations of how much, what is your budget? And then I got to the point where I just got like a fixed price for videos. So if you want X amount of time for video or you want this done, this is a fixed price. And sometimes they they might enter into negotiations, you know, to where they might want like a video package. Hey, look, I pay you to do unboxing and a full review for this amount or whatever. It's several companies I'm going back and forth with, and sometimes email can slip through the loop. I've been in Wiz better than I like being the Wiz better than the Hotspot because it makes me feel like I'm a real internet provider, you know. Yes, with a Wiz you have more control per se, as long as you monitoring your frequencies and stuff like that. If you have it set up right, only thing you got to do is just pay, you know, whoever you got to drop your line. If you got a fiber line or something like that, you just pay that monthly. And you just, you know, everything is mainly in the cloud. You just manage it from the cloud. And basically you are your own internet provider. So yeah, I like that. It's not a WIS is not at you're not able to cover you're not able to reach the amount of people you need to reach unless you have. I'm gonna give you an example. When I was researching the WIS, right? The company we brought the equipment from, we was told we need $50K to get started, and we need about another $150K to get a tower. Okay, to get a tower built, because you got to get the tower built, got to pay for the tower, get the construction. Gonna have to have some type of generator, solar panels, or whatever, some type of shade to keep your your switches and stuff like that, right? Just to get started, you're looking at around $200,000 and some to reach the amount of people that I can have on a hotspot panel. But if it's something that I'm doing in my neighborhood and I'm just trying to cover like 20, 30 people, 40 people, right? I don't have to get that high-end equipment. I don't have to lease a space on go to the local municipality and lease a space on the water tower, or pay for tower, or sign a lease for a spot on the tower, because I'm not trying to reach that many people. I can put up an antenna depending on your zoning. And my zone, I can go up to 90 feet without getting a permit. I can put up an antenna and reach those 20, 30, 40 people in my neighborhood. But with a what's up, Donna D Nice? But with a hotspot, I can literally have 30,000 people, 40,000, 1,000, 3,000 people on my panel with a hotspot, and I'm dependent on the other company's tower, right? So it's less. I have the ability to reach more people, but I have less control of it, if that makes sense, right? Because if that cell tower go down for maintenance, then that individual hotspot might not function as well. So it's a give and take, man. It depends how much work you want to do. The best of both worlds is to have both of them, if you ask me. I went cheap and brought a $50 25-foot flagpole. I also paid 1 GBS for 1 gig. So and that's the thing too. So Lamonte, let me ask you this: how many customers do you have? Right? How many customers do you have? Because if you got 1 GB 1 gig, how are you splitting your megabytes to your customers? You know, what's the average package you have? The first question is, how many do you have? How many customers do you have? What's your average package, and what do you sell, and what you selling it to them for? You got to do the math. So if you're paying for a gig, it depends on who you with. You could be paying anywhere from $300 a month for the gig. If it's a fiber line, it might be a little more. It just depends. Because Spectrum don't really have fiber in my area. They have a direct line for a gig or whatever, but the AT&T have a fiber line, but it's more expensive. You know, and I don't want to confuse the people that's watching this for the hotspot, but Lil Mana, you know what I'm saying. And guys, trust me, when I get it up and running, I'm going to show you how WISP work, and I'm going to give you opportunity for you to become your own internet company doing that. Right? It's going to be a little investment up front. I'm going to try to do it with as little outside help as possible, so you guys can see the trial and error. But that's many months away. Again, June 30th is the deadline. If you want to switch your people over, you want to get the pound, and want to get the people over June, that they're going to grandfather people in. June 30th is going to be the last day. Get your people in there, guys. And then the next product is going to be truly unlimited and I don't think it's going to have a panel with it. They told me it's not going to have a panel. I'm hoping they can figure out the panel thing, but you're going to have to do the spreadsheet and stuff again. But you still have your customers, and you won't have to worry about the 400 gigs cap. Say I have 25 clients. I charge $50 a month. They get 40 megabytes per second, and that's good. That's good. You guys know that I'm a mild person. Lamani, if you don't mind, and you don't have to, if you don't want to, but if you don't mind, sharing with me how much you pay for your direct line. I just want to do the math, and the reason why I like doing the math, because I like people to see exactly how you can make money doing this stuff. It's not clickbait when I say I spent $13K on my vacation and I loved it. It's not clickbait when I say that, man. People think each time you get on YouTube and you tell people this, yes, I'm selling a product, but at the same time, I'm telling you how you can sell the same product or similar products. I'm showing you how you can make this money. And right here, the conversation that me and Monty be going back and forth with, this is the type of research that you have to invest in if you want to do something different in life financially. You gotta take a chance. So Lamani, tell me how much you pay a month if you don't mind. Every location is going to be different for your direct line. So right now, Lamani said he got 25 customers, right? 25 customers at $50 a month, right? So he's making $1,200 a month just off of his customers. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to guess. I'm going to say if he's paying $300 a month, he might be less. Let's say he's paying $300 a month or more for his direct line, right? So it's $1,250, I say, right? So $1,250 minus 300, he's making $950 autopilot. $950 autopilot. The only thing he got to do is just open up his laptop and make sure that everyone is up. And look at that, he only paid $150 a month. So let me do this again. Let's do this math again. All right. So he got 25 customers at $50 a month. That's $1,200. That's $1,250, right? Minus 145 a month. He's making $1,105 a month on autopilot. Now, if you go back up and he say he got a 25-foot flag pole. That's what he got, 25-foot flag pole. Just something, I guess, to get past your trees, right? And he had told me he was paying $140 a month. Now, Now, I know what you're saying. You're saying, yeah, tech, but he had to buy his equipment up front. Put your equipment price like, all right, a radio. And mind you know what I'm talking about, guys. If you're confused on where I'm telling you, I'm going to show you, I'm going to teach you these things. Let's say the average radio, I don't know about Ubiquity, but Cambridge, right? The radios that I brought, all right, each one of them costs $99. All right, the $99, and plus, you know, the customer gonna have a choice. I didn't buy the routers, but the customers have a choice if they want their own router or whatever. They just want, like, you know, a direct Ethernet port wire to do whatever they want. Point of access. $99 for that radio. When I go set that up, that's included in the activation fee, that $99. So really, that equipment cost is being passed on to the customer. So really, if he did it right, he got his equipment costs back from his customers, and now he's making on autopilot, guys, $1,100. And if you multiply that out, you multiply that by 12, right? 12 months. He just made him a vacation. I don't know if you guys can see that with that phone dirty. He just made himself a vacation, guys. Let me see if y'all see that, man. It's backwards in there. That's $13,260 for 1 year. Just with 25 customers, he's making $13,260. Now, if he have an L.L.C, yeah, he got taxes and whatever coming out of that, so you might deduct 8%, 10% from that, whatever his taxes are. But on autopilot, he just made him an extra amount of money to get a vehicle, extra amount of money to put down payment on a home, extra amount of money to take a vacation, $13,000 a month vacation. Just with that amount of people. Just with that amount of people. It's math. It's math. It doesn't lie. Look, numbers don't lie, man. Do the numbers. If it sounds like I'm frustrated, guys, it's because I don't want to be one of these YouTubers that's out here like throwing up $100 bills and say, look, all the money I'm making. That's not my lifestyle. Like I said, I'm not wealthy. I'm not rich. I just figure out multiple ways to make lines of income. And if you was to have a personal conversation with me and my business partner, late at night, you can see a lot of time we struggle mentally, financially, how to make the next move. Why? Because we invest so much back into the product to where we don't have that disposable income just running amok, And then there's other people and there's other organizations that depend on my generosity. I'm a firm believer in giving my tithes, and I'm a firm believer in giving to people that's in need, because I believe that as soon as I get it in my hand, I got to bless somebody. I've been programmed that once you bless somebody, you get blessed back. That has been my experience in life. Once you give to someone else, God gonna make a way for you to give back. You never want to have your big shade full of stuff, guys, because guess what? If you can't put no more in there, then guess what? God gonna stop blessing you, So share your blessings if you're in a position to do that. With 25 customers at $50 a month, guys, after his expenses, guys, look how much he's making in a year. Look how much he's making in a year, guys. All right, let's not look at how much he's making in a year. Let's say, and we're still talking about internet and stuff like that. Mine, I'm so glad you brought this up. Let's say he do that for 1 year. He got a $13,000, and he want to buy a home. All right. So I don't know if he got any debt or whatever. If he take 30% of that and he pay off debt, and he go to the homeowner or whatever money he got left. Let's say he got out of 13,000. Let's say he got seven grand. All right, but he used the rest of the money towards his debt to get his credit go. Right, he go and he put $7,000 down on a home that he got good credit. Depending where he live at, but he can have that extra $1,200 that he's making a month to go on a mortgage. All right. He can show that what he's making a month on a mortgage. I'm assuming he might or maybe not have extra income, to take care of his other things or whatever. But if not, if his debt, if he don't, and that's his only income, his debt to income ratio, if he put down $7,000, if he's just by himself or whatever, he can easily get a home, guys. Probably within the $100,000 range, $150,000 range home. If he have other income and that, he can easily get a $250,000, $300,000 house just with that on autopilot. And he can put that towards his mortgage. That says mortgage $1,900 a month. My God, look, on autopilot, he's making $1,200. And if he get more customers, if he repeat it, if he get more customers, he just double that. It's a fact, man. It's a fact. Numbers don't lie. And I'm not a mathematician. I'm not the sharpest tool in the shed when it comes down to math, but I know how to add and subtract simple arithmetic. And this is what I'm preaching to you guys. This is just me saying that, hey, look, you can do it. Hey, look, yeah, I posted a video of my family vacation. Family is huge to me. I have a huge family. Family is big part of my life. I believe that the memories that you create with your kids and your family, it's going to be priceless, right? Man, you got to take time away from working hard and just get away. And when you get away, the worst thing you want to do is be on vacation and worry about money. The worst thing you want to do. Me and my wife was on vacation and we was going out to eat, and she was like, well, I don't want to pay all that money or whatever. I was like, well, wait a minute. I'm not worried about money. Not because I got it like that, no. But I don't want to be on vacation and worry about money. If I see something, I want it. This is why I come up with these strategies. This is why I take all these late night excursions onto the internet and just, excursions. I said, I don't know what word I just made up. Excursions onto the internet and just run through the internet like I'm having a ball, or run through different PDF files and reading all of this stuff and emailing all of these people and calling all these people and gathering all of this knowledge to create different lines of income. So when I'm able to get away, or when your car break down, or when we need something in the house, I want to be in the position to do it. I promise you guys that this year I was going to look into bettering my credit and learning more about financial management. I'm starting something called Velocity Banking, where you're using debt to become your own bank. That's basically becoming your own bank. So that's the next step in this process, is that, all right, I learned how to get multiple lines of income. Now, Lord, please give me insight to learn more about financial management. What's up, C. Butler? More insight to learn about financial management. I recommend that all of you guys do that. If you're making $50 a month, how can the $50 work for me? Go out and get a credit card. Well, I don't have good credit to get a credit card. Let me tell you guys, you can get, I forget the name of the credit cards at the tip of my tongue. It's like a guarantee where you go ahead and you take $200. You send it to the company. They use that basically as a deposit, and they give you a $200 credit limit, and they give you that credit card. You take that credit card, all right, and you keep that utilization between 30 to 12% a month. So let's say I want to order me a hamburger. I'm going to use that credit card, and I'm going to buy me a hamburger on that credit card. When I get home, know what I'm going to do? I'm going to pay the hamburger bill off of that credit card immediately, because if you pay it before the due date, right, before the money's up or whatever your due date is for your credit card date to come up, the minimum payment, if you pay it before, it's interest free. It's interest free. You don't have to worry about any interest. You're going to already spend that money, right? So instead of just spending it out your bank account or out your pocket, use that credit card. Know what's going to do? Know what's going to happen when you get that credit card? It's going to hit your credit report. It's going to raise up your credit score. No matter how poor your credit score is, it's going to raise up your credit score. And each time you use that card and you pay it off, you pay off that fee immediately, and you're paying it off before it accrued interest, it's going to go towards payment history. And when they report every month, they're going to report all of your payment history. Payment history and on-time payments boost up your credit. And so now, guys, you have put yourself in a position to better your credit. And then the techniques that myself and other people are teaching you on YouTube, you can make extra lines of income, and you can put yourself in a position where you can get a home, you can get a car, you can do all of that. Amen to Fire Stick, got car service tuned up, etc. Thanks to all my clients for the support of being invited customers, and DLC for showing the way. Yeah, man, it's right. Capital One has that. I done that 3 years ago. It helped me a lot. I have a higher credit limit as well, and that's another thing too. If you're faithful in it, you're gonna get you're gonna get other opportunities to get a larger amount of line of credit. It's so many things I'm learning, guys, and as a minority, we haven't been in the position to where we have been educated in financial literacy. We're not monolithic, not everyone, but most of us, because of Jim Crow laws and stuff like that. I know people be like, "Oh, ain't no slaves alive," but man, my dad, 50 years old, my dad grew up in Jim Crow laws. I'm one generation removed away from not going to a water fountain, not going to a public bathroom, right? So there's a lot of catching up that have to be done for a lot of people who look like me. And this velocity banking is really teaching me that you literally can use debt to become your own bank. And the way it was explained to me, and I could explain it to you guys, is like this: is that, let's say for example, Miss Octavia say very true about credit. Let's say for example, I got bad credit. I'm Monty, right? I go ahead and got that set on autopilot while making $1,100 to $100 a month, right? And I'm using that to pay off my debt. Pay off my debt, depending on how much debt you have. All right. Some debt you don't even have to pay off. Some debt you can just leave on your credit and just work on getting access to more line of credits, right? Using the secure card. That's the name of it, using the secure card. And you get your credit score up to where you can apply for a line of credit. Let's say you got a house and you can get a line of credit on your home. I forget what you call it. It's home line of credit, something like that. It's a H something, home equity or whatever. You get that. You get a line of credit, meaning that no matter what, you got $30,000. All right, you got $30,000 line of credit just based on the equity in your home. If some markets do it, some markets don't. You can go to a credit union and get a line of credit. All right, you get a line of credit. You got $30,000 you can put in your business. You got $30,000 you can use to pay off debt. You can do more home repairs to bring the appraiser up on your home. So you got that line of credit. So what I'm going to do with that line of credit, right? I know that this line of credit got to be paid off in an X amount of time. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to borrow from that line of credit. I'm going to pay myself. I got my other income coming in. I'm going to borrow from that line of credit. I'm going to do whatever I got to do in it. I'm going to invest it. I'm going to try to double it. I'm going to try to get at least 5 to 10% back from it at the very least. When I borrow from that line of credit, this is velocity banking. Being your own bank. And I got a lot more research to do on it. When I borrow from that line of credit, name something that you pay annually. Car insurance, homeowners insurance. You pay that annually. That accrued interest. If you pay that out, if I take that line of credit, right, and I pay that out, I use that to pay my I got $30,000. I take $2,000 out there to pay my car insurance. I just made $300. I'm going to say it again. I got a line of credit. I take that $2,000 out that I pay for my car insurance annually, right? I pay that with that line of credit, the $2,000 out that 30,000 line of credit I got. Because I paid it out, I'm not accruing the interest over the month. You can save anywhere between $150 to $300, right? I was going to have to pay that anyway. So instead of paying that car insurance company, I'm gonna be paying myself every month. That $200 or whatever you was paying your car insurance company, I'm gonna be putting that back into that line of credit. And if I do that with all my annual bills, I not only is this basically like me getting free people listen. Not only is it's like me getting free homeowners insurance or free car insurance because I'm paying it back in. I'm making money off of it because I'm saving off the interest. I was gonna have to pay it anyway, but I'm my own bank, so I'm putting it back into my bank. So that's just some simple ways you can use velocity banking. It's more than that. You can also use like insurance, like what they do, life insurance, right? Like you can cash out a policy, use that, right? The same way I say with the credit card, instead of spending your cash, show your payment history, you build up your credit, you get more line of credit, you get more access to money, you use that money, you your own bank, pay stuff off. And you go to a car dealership, right? And you see a car you like, you got $30,000, all right? They want $40,000 with all of the rebates or whatever. You get it down to $32,000, all right? Boom, you put the 30 with that, you put your down payment, if you got $2,000 or whatever, whatever you want, you pay that off, you save that amount of money. Those notes that you was gonna be paying on that vehicle is not yours. You put that back every monthly. You pay yourself, and look at all the money you save. You your own bank, because you have access to the bank money. It's your money, and as long as you making payments on it, people like, I want to be debt free. There's no such thing as debt free. Money have no value. I'm gonna prove to you that money have no value. Right now, the United States have how many is in debt? How many trillions of dollars? But yet they still print money. What that's telling you is that they're printing money, even though they are in debt. At any time, the dollar value can drop. So that means that money has no value. That's why people, when they looking to invest, they don't when the stock market go down, they're like, hey man, I ain't buying no bonds or no secure funds from the US Treasury, even though they might give you some sexy offers or whatever. What rich people do? They buy land and precious metals such as diamonds, golds, and stuff like that, right? Because that holds its value more. It holds its value more. So if you get familiar that you're always gonna have debt, how do I use this debt? And as long as you have a payment history, you're always gonna have access to more money. Always gonna have access to more money, right? And then you use that money to generate more money, and then basically you get to the point to where you're paying all of your bills with your debt. It blew my mind too. You basically getting to the point where you're paying all of your bills with your debt, but you still got your other sources of income coming in. You want to take a vacation? Go ahead. Let me borrow from this line of equity that I have, put on this vacation, and pay myself. What I told you guys, our vacation, we pay on it every year until it's paid out, right? Okay. How would I pay it out all together? I get a better deal. I use my line of credit as leverage to lower down whatever the asking price is. Wholesale. It's just like, let me explain to you like this. It's like IPTV. If you're buying credits, right? Usually if you say, hey man, I want to buy 500 credits, you get a better price than somebody buying 10 credits. Why? You leveraging your money to get a lower price. You still is going to get those credits, right? You still have that money budget to get those credits, but now you're leveraging to get a lower price, and now you have more money. Now you have more money in your pocket to start off with. And that's why the phrase is coined, the rich get richer. And that's why you hear brokers say, never spend your own money. Use debt to make money. Use debt to make money. Guys, man, look, the stuff that I try to teach you guys, these are things that I'm doing. I'm practicing. Yes, I'm making mistakes. Yes, I run into trouble. Yes, there's times when I'm like, man, I hope this girl don't look. I'm gonna give you a prime example, and I'm rambling, guys. I'm gonna give you a prime example. Today, somebody needed some credits or whatever, and I was like, all right, they need some credits for the internet plan. I went ahead and boom, my mind, they're gonna get the credits, and plus other people need to get credits. So I just took one account, one pot of money, and I just brought credits. Why? June 30th is right there. The risk is June 30th, I got unspent activation credits. The top credits, which meaning the recurring credits, 2 credits, activation credits and recurring credits. The recurring credits is going to be all right because there's going to be grandfathered in. But the activation credits, if I got too many of those in my account and I haven't spent it, I'm going to lose it because you're not going to be able to activate new people. And so I just took a gamble on myself. I'm just took a gamble on myself. So risk and reward, guys. You got to be willing to take a calculated risk. And now that I'm learning how to use that, to pay off things, right? To where I still have my multiple lines of streams of income. If I ever get in a situation, I can use my debt to help me out. 6 trillion, yeah. Yep. I own a few acres of land. Yeah, man. Hey, if you got land, that's money. True diamonds and golds. Yep. Can't be bought in other countries. Lamani said, yo, Tech, my job paycheck is $1,100 every 2 weeks, and I only work 8 hours 5 days a week. And that's beautiful. So he got this every 2 weeks. So he's averaging around, and I hate to do this math out. I just want to show people he's averaging out around $3,000, close to $4,000 a month. I don't know if that's his take home after taxes or whatever. So let's say he's about 3+ every month. If you calculate that, depending on his bills and stuff right there, 3,000 is a good place to be. That comes out close to like what, $50,000, right? When you add up everything, his risk company and his paycheck, and he only work 8 hours a day, you know. Hey man, that's pretty good. That's pretty good. Yeah, he said that's after taxes. That's pretty good, man. That's pretty good way to supplement your income. So you can spend that $3,000 on mortgage and car notes or whatever. Then that $1,100, man, you can save that up for whatever, or you can use that to make investments, you know, and or you can use that to pay off debt and do what I'm suggesting. That you look into velocity banking, you know. So I mean, Octavia said he needs to buy a house, you know. So guys, I know I kind of went left. You know, I like to keep my lives at about an hour. I know I kind of went left. So let me just recap. If you're looking to make extra money, it can be done. You got to provide the energy. I always ask myself, I have people that brought a panel for me and haven't brought one credit. I don't get it. Man. This stuff sells itself. You can't be scared to be told no. It's part of the game. It's part of the game, man. You gotta sell it. You gotta sell it. No one else is gonna sell it. That's the great thing about it. You are in control of your own destiny. The next thing is right here, guys, is this. The next thing is this, is that June 30th, this is going away. So you got to make up your mind that I want to pay $175 for this panel and get people on this panel for June 30th, because even if I get 25 people on this panel before June 30th, I can make X amount of money after I pay for my credits and after I charge them or whatever. Okay. You can do it. When the new product is available, if you want to, you can transition the people off of the panel. I love the panel because the panel make life so much easier. You don't have to do the spreadsheets and keep up and have everything on one credit card, because then that's just one that, you know, me, what I did with the old method, I go my spreadsheet and I create all of my clients' emails and stuff, and then I put notifications in my phone or whatever. And the pot of money that it was coming out of, I was like, man, I got that money up in there, but you got to be extra careful with that money because it's gonna those accounts is gonna renew. So listen, depending on where you at, I'm just speaking for myself. So let's say I got 5,000 in that account, right? I got 5,000 in that account. Boy, that money look good in that account. But I got to realize that X amount of money is coming out there to automatic renew. Now, the way I have it set up with my account is that if that account get depleted, it's sort of like a slush fund. If that account get depleted, I got to set up where it could tap into another account to draw funds out of there. Okay. You never want to get to the point that's only emergency only. You never want to get to the point to where it taps into another account to draw money out. But you don't want your clients. You don't want your clients to be in a position to where, you know, they pay for their service, and when the people go to automatic renew it, it doesn't get done. Right. So you want to make sure you have those funds. Now, how do I avoid that? I avoid that is just like what I told you with banking. What I told you with Monty is that whenever you pay me up front, that's activation fee. Okay. And before your renewal date come up, you're gonna have to pay me. So 2 days before they take the money out, I gotta have your payment. If I don't have your payment, boom, you're getting cut off. That's a hard cut off, unless this is like a close relative or something like that, or a close friend. You know, so that's how I have it set up. That's why I like that panel. That panel kind of alleviate that fear. I be lying to you guys. You see in the video, it's how much fun we had on vacation. You know, I'd be lying to you guys if I was to tell you that it's not stressful. Trying to come up with these different lines of incomes. I'll be lying to you guys if I tell you it's not stressful. I'm dealing with customer service, and that's some real buttholes out there. I would be lying to you guys. The benefits outweigh the negatives. I'm in control. If I get some tickets in, I answer my tickets, and if I get frustrated because somebody made me mad, I can walk away and go to the gym. And nobody gonna say sit down at their desk and do this. I can walk away and go to the gym and get my mind right. I can take my family out to eat. You know, I can walk away because I'm my own boss. I can deal with it later. If there's a customer that's being extremely rude, I can say kick rocks and don't have to worry about nobody firing me. Look, I don't want you to think that this is a sexy game to be in. The results are sexy. You just got to be disciplined and committed. And you don't even, here's the dirty little secret. You don't even have to be that committed. You just have to set it up right the first time. And if you don't know how to set it up right, there's a video on Tech in the Bathroom channel for free that you can find and set it up. You know what I'm saying? So, man, it's right there, man. It's right there. And again, man, yeah, the title was saying, yeah, I spent that on vacation, and yes, it was over that amount. And you know, a lot of you feel like that's unattainable. You can't reach that because you got bills or whatnot. I'm gonna end it on this story right here. So, if you guys don't know, I have a blended family, right? So me and my wife, we grew up together in church or whatever, when we was young and stuff like that. I married young right out of high school. My first wife left. Whatever. God bless her. Good life or whatever. We had 3 small sons. My oldest at the time was 8 or 9. All right. So I basically raised my sons by myself for about a period of 3 years. Then when I reconnected with my current wife, we married. She had 2 girls. The youngest was 5, right? So divorce or whatever, blended family. If unfortunately, if you ever been through a divorce, you know a lot of debt comes with that, and that's with one person. If you got 2 people that's divorced, it's a lot of debt. It's still a lot of lawyer fees or whatever. I was dominant parent of my boys. She's dominant parent of the girls. The other parents, unfortunately, for whatever reason, wasn't contributing how they should be. So we basically had to build this stuff up from the ground up. There's been times to where I had the vehicles repossessed. Been times to where I had sheriff knocking on my door, want to know when I'm gonna get the money to the bank. In my life, pre-marriage, there's been times when I've been homeless. If you know my background for, before I give my life back to the Lord, my background when I was in the streets or whatever, and how I was caught up in certain things. I'm telling you guys this because I want you to see that no matter where you might think you at in life today, there's a way out. I guess that's the whole point of this video, is there's a way out. Whether it's my product or another product, the internet for me technology for me is the best thing that ever happened to me, because it gives me an opportunity to learn how to create multiple lines of income. And I might not be making $1,000 off of this gig a day, $1,000 off of this gig a day, but I'll be darned if I'm not making 100 right here, 200 right there, and 75 right there. That adds up, people. And if you got it set up right, it's on autopilot. And now that I'm into the next phase of life is building my credit, right, and learning velocity banking and seeing how I can use debt, because you always gonna have debt. And this is biblical. Jesus said, "The poor you will have with you always." So you always gonna have somebody that can't afford something, right? I already showed you how the U.S. dollar really don't have any value, right? So you always can use cash as leverage. If you get access to credit, you can use that as leverage to where you're actually saving money. You're just gonna already spend that money. So if I was gonna already spend $1,000, if I got access to somebody else's money, if I can get the real money, I could take $1,000 from the real and put it on something that I was going to spend $1,000 on already. And because I'm paying it off early, or because I'm using the real money as leverage, that $1,000 then dropped to $800. I just made $200 off of the real. So I'm gonna give her back her $1,000, and I'm gonna pocket this $200 for whatever agenda I might have for it. Boom. That's something I'm learning. That's something I'm sharing with you guys. Again, that secure credit card is the first step. If you got bad credit, in my opinion, is the first step. I wrote a book, How to Buy a 5-Bedroom House with $500. I told you about the divorce and all of that. It had bad credit. How I was able to get this home. I started off with a secure credit card. My credit was at 540 when I started the process, and within 6 months I had a house. It's possible, guys. It's possible. So, hey, it's your boy taking a bathroom. The real has said what website is that? Just Google secure credit cards. I guarantee credit cards. I know. I don't have my wallet up enough. I know. Premier Bank have a card that does that instantly. No matter what your credit is, once you apply for it, it usually take like 10 to 14 days to come in. And it usually take about a month before they report your credit history. As soon as you get approved from that, about a month later or 23 days later, you're going to see a boost anywhere from 10 to 20 points on your credit score. And then if you start utilizing that card, hamburger, if you keep the usage down between 12 to 30%, you're good. Because that's another thing I learned. Debt to income ratio, right? Credit utilization, how much credit you have available and how you utilizing your credit. If you keep your credit maxed out all the time, you're not going to get access to more credit, unless you can show that you have an overflow of disposable income, because cash is king. Because they want to make sure that you're utilizing your credit correctly. But if you're just going to already buy that hamburger, use that credit card, then take that cash you're going to buy that hamburger with, put it back on that credit card. It's going to show credit history. It's going to show payment history. Is going to boost your credit over time, and you'll never get into the point to where you're paying interest on that because you're paying it before the due date of that credit card. Guarantee you. Credit One will give you a secure card. Yep. Yeah, you're right. It's bad to max it out. And here's another thing too, man. Don't cancel your credit cards. Even if you don't use it, don't cancel your credit cards. I try not to get a credit card to have an annual fee, but it's hard. You got to have really, really good credit, So with a secure card, a lot of times, and other cards, a lot of times they might charge you like $99 a year, or $79. It might be $100 the first year, and then $79 the next year's or whatever. But what they do is they take that $99 out of your line of credit. So if you got $200 line of credit, some of them might take the $99 out there. You might have like $100 and some dollars line of credit when you get the card. You just simply pay that, get your credit, keep your utilization down. That's how I usually work, guys. That's how I usually work. And if you just keep up with it, your credit card limit is going to grow and grow and grow and grow. Your tech, when you get everything set up, you're going to make a video on how to become it. Yes, that's the plan. I'm going to make a video. That's the plan. Now, here's the thing now. You guys know. Anytime I make a video showing you how to make money, if it's a step-by-step video, if it's a package, then there's a fee associated with that. If it's just a general video, say, hey, look what I got. This is some of the products I use, and this is what I'm doing. And there's a lot of nuggets in there where you can do your research and put it together yourself. That's generally a free video. But if I'm giving you like contact information, email address, if I'm showing you how to get it, pricing, and all of that, if I do a video like that, then there's going to be a fee associated with that. That's how it is, man. I'd be a hypocrite if I don't tell you guys, what I'm planning on doing. But in return, what I do, I tell you guys, look, learn from me or people like me, put together a package. Like, I'm the author of 2 ebooks. I was in the gas fire. I wrote about it. I wrote about the gas fire. I brought my house. I wrote about buying my house, right? So one of the things I learned, people don't like to read. So I started making videos about things, explaining things to people step by step. And that's how that goes. So hey guys, it's your boy taking the bathroom. I hope you enjoyed this show, guys. I really did want to just reach out to you guys and let you guys know that the situation with the unlimited internet is going to be changing. You got until June the 30th to get your people switched over to that panel. The panel is $175, and then it's $65 a credit. People ask, what do you charge? I charge $100 for IPTV and internet. If you just want internet, I charge $75. That's me. You charge what you got to charge, but you got until June the 30th. Now, if you want to take the chance and wait till July, when they're going to get the true unlimited package, remember, you're not going to get a panel with that, so you're going to have to do everything manual, and I don't know when that would be available. I know I was told I was going to get my test SIM cards, or card, plural or one. I know I'm going to get it in July. Hopefully, it's the first week of July. I'm just telling you guys to go ahead. If you can, get the panel now. You keep missing the wave. Keep missing the wave, guys. You keep missing the wave. This the third time I done came to you, and it's going to change again because it's the nature of these companies. How I started off, supply and demand. They're going to keep putting out different products to see which one they can make the most money off of. The great thing is that I have relationships with people that have relationships with them that keeps me in the know. So that's how I can tell you this, because you are subscribed to my channel, or you're a frequent viewer, you have access to what I know, right? Because I spend time to cultivate a relationship with them, I have access to what they know. That's how you get things done in life. What they say is not what you know, it's who you know, because you don't know unless they know. Until next time, peace. Your boy taking the bathroom. God bless you. Look in the description of the video. It's going to have the email address for the internet. If you want the internet yourself or you want to be a reseller, go ahead and check it out. What's up, Philly Cable? Dave. Thank you, man. Thank you for what you do for the community too, man. The way you took the old box, man, and refreshing and how you flashing on those ROMs on the videos, man. That's old school. I love what you do, man. I love what you do. Thank you, Miss Itavia. God bless. God to keep y'all. Peace. Don't forget to subscribe. Please give this channel a thumbs up before you leave, and please share it with someone. Someone needs this information, man. Whether you're black, white, yellow, green, or purple, look, you need this information. Money spent in every category of life. God bless.